What's up, people? This your boy Humble Dad back with another edition of Humble Dad Podcast on uh, Mother's Day 2023. And it's been a great day because I got to celebrate Mother's Day um, with my soon to be wife, Kendra, as well as being able to remember Jen. Also, I was able to talk to my mom today. And it's been an opportunity for me to kind of reflect, right? And so, yes, this is a late one, but I've been thinking about this for the past couple of days, and my days have kind of been running together. So, I wanted to take a moment to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and also those that have tried to become mothers but couldn't. Um, I want to give a special shout out to them because from being around a lot of mothers, I know the value that is being brought into the world uh, when a woman is able to be a mother. So my heart goes out to them, and I pray that God allows them to, uh, in some way, if they're not able to, but be able to pour into other children to see them as a mother figure. And so the main thing that I wanted to talk about was I wanted to talk about the three moms I know. Right? I want to talk about the three moms that I know. And as I was riding to church this morning, it was pretty much, um, I guess, overwhelming from a to a degree bittersweet, but at the same time, it was I was able to see God in all three of these moms. And the first mom I want to talk about is my own mom. Shout out to Betty. She was a single mom. However, she she raised us to be individuals that thought for themselves, and that's one of the things that I was able to do, and still is able to do, is to think for myself. And one of the things that she highlighted in my life that is very highlighted in my life, I would say, is the ability to ask questions. And the reason why she wanted me to ask questions was because if I didn't know something, uh, and I wanted to know something, it made more sense to ask the question than to just sit there and not know. And that's become one of the things that I believe that I do well is ask questions. But it's also a nuisance to some people, right? Um, and so, but at the same time, it allows me to analyze what someone is thinking as well as for me to analyze my own thoughts. And so that's one of the things that I learned. And I told her that she taught me how to ask questions. And I'm very appreciative of that. She also taught me the value of family. One of the things that I learned early on was the importance of taking care of my brother and my sister because my mom had to work long nights. And it was my responsibility to make sure that everybody was good. Not knowing that would prepare me for wanting my own family and understanding what it would take to to be the individual inside of the family that holds us together, so to speak, and to lead in that way. And so as as I began to get older, I was able to um, be productive as a leader in that regard, knowing that I needed to value family. My mom comes from a family of seven brothers and sisters. Her being, one of one of eight, and then she has nieces and nephews, and now we have kids, right? And so the get-togethers were very monumental and stick out in my mind, uh, all the time about what it is and what it looks like to value family. Whenever something's going down, you can always count on my family, as a whole to make sure that they're there for you and that they check up on you every now and then. But when something's going on, like a party, or if you invite them, to a celebration, there are those that are going to be there. There's going to be at least one representative from the family, if not 5 or 6, right? And so, um, a family is a big deal to me. And she also taught me to speak my mind, which she probably regrets that at times because I would speak my mind to her as well. And so, um, but it allowed me to be bold in what I believed in because I asked the right questions, and I understood that the question would lead me to understanding the person's perspective a lot better. Um, it allowed me to speak to them where they were. Now, in the beginning, before I knew Christ, like I didn't really care about how somebody received what it is that I said. And so, as I understood who Christ is and how he wants us to communicate, I was able to speak my mind in a way that considered the other person's thought process and considered their feelings for them for the most part, even though I still speak my mind. That was what one person was telling me today. Shout out to Greg Scoggins. He was telling me about how I'm bold, but at the same time I think about what other people are thinking and trying to convey to them my particular perspective. So I thank you, Mom, for uh, teaching me how to speak my mind, teaching me to speak my mind, and being okay with the results of what comes along with that. Right. And then the second mom that I want to talk about is my late wife, Jen. One of the things that she taught me was patience. Um, because as a young dude, I was very impatient, and I mean, I still have issues with that now. But she was able to teach me that I needed to be patient and that I needed to kind of enjoy the process of whatever was going on in the journey that I was in. And I would say as a person that wants things now, that was very challenging to me. But the way that she taught me patience was that she was patient with me because, as I said before, I spoke my mind and I said things that I probably shouldn't have said, but then she was able to be patient with me, and that's what I learned from her. Also, she taught me to that I can't communicate with everyone the same. Everybody has a different level of awareness, knowledge, and understanding. And so I needed to look at how they were going to receive the words that I was saying. And so, because I remember times that I would get very frustrated at why people were not listening or understanding what I was saying. And more times than not, it was because I was just saying what I wanted to say and not thinking about what it is and how they would receive it. Right. And so she helped me understand that. And so I think I've become a better communicator as a result of that. And so uh, thank you for that, Jen. And obviously, she gave me 4 incredible children. And having these kids be with me, they've shown me uh, the level of patience that she used to give me. And they also show me the compassion that she also had. And so you can see the things that um, I would say non-tangible things that Jen provided uh, for us all, and you can see them in my children. And so Joshua, Ethan, Jordana, and Gianna, they give me a drive that I even now to be a great father, a great leader, a great example to them each and every day. And the conversations that we have allow me to see them growing as well as allow me to get to see their mom in them, right? And then the third mom, who is probably no disrespect to the other two, but she has got to be one of the dopest moms on the planet, if not the dopest. And I would say for sure, um, top three, right? Because for her to enter in my life, or God allowing her to enter into my life in a season that I was in a very dark or very struggling part of my life, right? Losing Jen, and then transitioning to someone such as her. And what I mean by that is she's very jovial, as well as, she's always finding the moment to laugh or crack a joke. And people know me as being a very serious person. But the thing that she taught me to do is to laugh and laugh often. And I find myself just being in her presence and I'm just laughing. This morning I was laughing. I found something very comical. And even now, as I think about it, I'm laughing, right? And that has been very helpful to uh, in my grieving process. And the dope thing about it is that um, that even though there's a grieving process, she has come alongside me, right? And she tells me and talks to me about laughing and enjoying the moment and being in the moment, which is dope. And then a thing that is very needed for not just me, but for everybody is she also taught me how to forgive fast, right? And so in me, uh, even struggling to forgive myself at times I may have made a mistake or said something incorrectly. She forgives me fast, so in turn I forgive her fast. But she would probably say she don't do nothing wrong, right? Okay, but let's say that when she does do something wrong, I understand that I gotta forgive fast because at the end of the day, the goal is to build together and to be productive together. And the faster that you can move past, get on to forgiving someone, the faster you can be able uh, to reconcile. I would say the faster you can get to building, which is the ultimate goal. And your kids need to see that you're able to forgive one another. And not to mention, I think I may have said this, but she also taught me how to have fun pursuing my goals. Um, Being an individual that is, uh, I'm always looking like a year or two ahead from now, instead of like enjoying the process and enjoying the time that I have and having fun in that moment. I sometimes forget to do that, and she always tells me, listen, God got you. Uh, you know the plan. You set the plan, so let's just follow the plan, and don't forget to have fun. She may not say those particular words, but in the way that she lives, I know that it's about having fun, right? And so, um, what's up, sir? Hale? I appreciate you stopping by. And so, it's important to me to give a shout out to these women who have um, on Mother's Day, who have um, been a great part of my journey. And I just wanted to highlight them differently than maybe some other people have. And no this to anybody how you've done it. This is just what I wanted to do, to say to them that I love them, that I appreciate them, and you've helped me become who I am. And I'm blessed to know you and have known you. And for Miss Kendra to take on, I would say, me as well as my four children, uh, shows the signs of an incredible mom. And so I just want to say what's up to them, and say that the goal at the end of the day is to make sure that the kids are well, obviously, right? Um, but they have been a major and integral part of who I am. So for that, I say thank you and happy Mother's Day. Until next time, we out here. Deuces.